talk about a lot. I would rather talk about.
Juicy Smooth. It's Juicy Smooth, yeah.
Yeah, she did say that. I really thought he did get Charles.
I thought it was over with like a year ago. Like when they brought the man in and you saw that it was the two dudes.
Bringing it back up is making me laugh.
I thought that was the trial then when they brought out all the evidence. Like we saw the rope, we saw all the shit.
It ain't
They
over.
took him off Empire.
Right, they done killed this nigga's career in like
shit.
2 seconds.
Y'all ain't think that they was just gonna smother that and then he wasn't gonna go to trial.
No, I really thought it was over. Like I thought the trial had already
You heard
happened.
about that fresh?
Yeah, that's hate crime Juicy.
That fresh nigga.
That's hate
Juicy.
crime Juicy. But he's Juicy. the
Juicy
hate crime.
Smooth Lake.
Smooth, yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
He's the Lamar of French assassins. He's the juiciest smoothie.
Your boy.
But nah, though. We got chicks proposing to niggas in the club.
Your
It was
boy
a chick
Rick
that
Ross.
proposed to Ross.
Your boy Rick Ross got proposed to in the club with the bubblegum machine ring.
How you feel about chicks proposing to a dude anyway?
I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. We in a new culture, but people gonna perceive that as unmasculine to let a female propose to the male. I mean, all your girl propose to you.
How do you
But I
stop
don't really
it if
see a
it's
problem. I'm from an older
surprise?
generation. I'm
Like,
born
if it's a
87,
surprise,
so
how
I
you
ain't.
supposed to stop that?
I mean, you're not supposed to stop that. If she feels some type of way, she want to express her love towards you, why would you negate that?
But that's gonna be so embarrassing when he be like, nah.
I mean, niggas get it done to them all the time, though. Like,
Yeah, but it's even
Girls
worse
say no all
because
the time,
now a
like,
chick then went the extra mile to
This
propose
nigga
to a
on the
nigga and
Eiffel
now he
Tower
be
in
like,
front of everybody, you
No.
like, I love you.
Like, she was like she took a ring that somebody gave her. And we like, I was going to
No,
ask
for
this nigga
real.
Rick Ross.
It don't even look like it was gonna fit his finger anyway.
it definitely wasn't
It was a
gonna fit his
girl ring.
How
finger.
you supposed to do that?
He was high.
Wear it on the necklace.
She was high. Did you see her?
He was high. He was high when he met her.
What do you mean?
They was probably having drunk sex.
Man, that shit be lit. Girls proposing to niggas in the club and shit. That shit. I mean, like, if a girl proposed to you, you wouldn't feel special, honored, something.
Yeah, I feel like I spanked that down. She really just
No,
on me.
it's all about the spanking.
She on me. She just bought
I
me a
spanked
ring.
a few,
She on
but
my
I don't
dick.
think they gonna propose
That's how I
to
would feel. You know what I'm saying? But that's me though.
Shit.
I'm not gonna give a fuck about. I'm gonna wear the ring.
As a
Man,
pinky jump.
She's a regular person. You know Ross wasn't about to do that anyway, so how that sound?
He a regular person.
She didn't look like his type anyway.
Basically.
Or she just was not lazy enough.
He just more fortunate than others. But he's a regular nigga.
Ross?
Yeah.
He's no longer a regular nigga.
Why? Cause he a millionaire.
Yeah. His tax bracket changed.
Got the die stop, so I mean that just took him to a whole nother level.
You just can't be anybody.
That
and-
nigga
and
got
be-
wig stops.
That's like
Subways.
saying that's like saying Lil Durk gonna date anybody. That's like saying Baby gonna date anyone. Like Jay-Z
Nah,
gonna
he
date
ain't
anybody.
anybody just cause I think if his girlfriend don't shoot a nigga, he not gonna date that jump.
Ross ain't even that type of guy.
I'm talking about dirt.
And well, India definitely didn't fire back.
Exactly.
She definitely fired back.
What
That
you
was
talking about?
she shot back. He know his girl's a real one.
Yeah.
She didn't freeze. So shout out to girls who don't freeze. Cause the ones who do, after that, y'all career's over. It's done. It's done. I'm just saying.
I told you, they was having drunk sex, bro.
Yeah, drunk sex. What about drunk sex though? Most people have a lot of drunk sex. What about straight sex? No high. Is it the same?
I don't give a fuck.
He said he take it any way he can get it.
Some people, like you have if you having sex all the time on the liquor or on the weed or whatever your drug of choice is. Like, do you enjoy sex sober? Can you wake up the next morning sober and still have that
Yeah, 'cause
skyrocket platinum
morning
card
sex,
sex
you're
you had
usually
last
sober
night?
for morning sex. Like you're not drunk during morning
Nah,
sex.
some people you still.
You get fucked up enough last night. When you wake up, you still there. I don't know what type of nights y'all be having. We wake up, we still be on cloud now.
Hey, I'm waking up at like I ain't waking up in the morning though.
You ain't never had a girl wake you up still fucked up and she, you know what I'm talking
Nah,
about?
yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. She try to give you a little something, a little love me long time, wake me up.
Yeah, that shit.
Shit, I done had a girl, I wake up, she already full stroke, riding that jump, something before I even come all the way through. They get what they want. You nigga, you still fucked up, you like, hey, if you bust that nut, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But is the sex the same though?
Nah. I don't know.
You enjoy sex sober the same way you
can't
do
ask
when
a
you
nigga
when
that
you
be
fucked
smoke
up.
that smoke.
Exactly.
Remember,
So you
son.
think it's a problem
I
though?
smoke all the time.
What if you tried sober sex for like
I don't smoke.
A couple months straight.
Something's over my ass, my nigga. Jay is not.
I mean, a little bit of weed. I ain't talking about a little bit of weed. I'm talking about once you done mixed the weed with the wine, the liquor, you done had a few shrooms.
it's been a
Damn.
long day, y'all fucked up?
Damn.
You talk about the night.
You know how it is. A lot of single motherfuckers, they every night's a party. So you lit every night. You like, alright, you fucking, and you not really sober. So when you fuck sober, do you feel the same? I mean, it's not even an issue, huh? Because you just gonna keep fucking on drugs. Fuck it.
It's never sober.
I'm a smack up either way. It don't matter. I can be sober. I ain't tripping.
But is you gonna enjoy it the same? You gonna bust that same epic Superman ride? I'm just saying.
Nah, I was
mean,
just talking about
when
that.
you had that toe curling neck last night, when you was like, damn, like, what you did last night?
Could she do the same thing in the morning when both of y'all sober? You know what I'm saying? Is it the same feeling?
Why you
No.
ask yourself that shit?
I mean,
Right.
I do it sober.
Seems like he-
I'm asking y'all because y'all saying it don't.
I
I
definitely do it sober. It's the same. Sex for me is different
Why?
because I'm a Scorpio first of all.
I knew he was gonna say that shit.
Scorpio.
I knew he was gonna say that shit, man.
I do that shit for the pleasure
I
of
knew
my
he was
partner.
gonna say
Like
that
it's
shit.
it's just a thrill to see you pleasured. As, yeah, I'm
addicted.
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm addicted to
taking you to your max. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga wild.
He's a Scorpio.
You don't want to talk sex with me. You know what I'm saying?
Anything.
Oh, yeah.
Try a lot.
I will try a lot. You know what I'm talking about? Almost anything can go. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that ass shit though.
Nigga, anything, man.
You niggas is wild. It's one in the bunghole for you guys. Not for me. Not for me.
Alright, so what you said? You just said you could just go.
Yeah, straight.
That's
First
the
off,
fuck I'm saying, nigga.
No. I mean, we straight. I don't have to smoke, drink for that shit to be
You
great.
not gonna smoke.
Like I can take you
You're
to
not
your
gonna not smoke for a whole week.
bro. I can wake up sober and still have
But
5-star,
you're not
10-star
gonna
sex.
not smoke.
Yeah, I
How
can.
did
I've done it.
5-star to
I've
10-star. I
done
thought the 5-star was the highest star. My nigga done doubled the stars on that. It's like, yeah, I can go from 5-star
He's
to
not gonna need that
10-star
Birdman.
sex.
He's not gonna need that Birdman.
What is
Why
10-star
he need
exactly?
that
Let us know
Birdman?
what the 10-star entails exactly.
Y'all already know what I'm talking about. You had that sex where you told that nigga. You done had that sex where she told that nigga today. It just felt like your dick was bigger today. I don't know what happened. It just that joke just shit was different.
That's a 10-star day.
Like boo, like what the fuck? That's when
She had to look at your shit
she get
like
up,
that,
she
like,
scramble eggs, she clean the house, all that. Didn't go to work, come back and one more. Like damn, like it didn't wear off. Nah, any other day she would already cussing your ass off when she left the door. You need another dose. You need another dose.
10-star day.
I mean, I don't give a fuck.
He say he good with his 5-star days.
You know what I'm saying? 5 stars.
I can't do mediocre sex, so I can do it sober or influence.
I'm high right now.
I'm high right now, but we ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Sex is different
Go
though.
home.
I mean, you can't have sober sex.
You're gonna
Sober
go
sex
home
would be different
right
for you.
now.
It's just
It'll be
this
like-
feeling.
it ain't the same.
Baby,
I'm
we
a
gonna do a little
Scorpio.
something different tonight.
10-star.
I'm definitely not one of them people. You can't have no calendars, no schedule. It don't work.
Nah,
Just call her right now and tell her it's gonna be a
Just
test
call
Put her on speaker. We want to hear.
Somebody to the start.
Right, Alexa to start to
You
hang
know, I
out.
don't give a fuck. And I say, hey, boo.
Oh,
You
God.
know what time it is.
10
That
star.
shit, wow, man, this nigga's crazy.
No, for real.
But it's all about communication with all of it. Sex, relationships, you know, communication is key to any type of situation you're in.
Yeah, communication is definitely key. Like,
Communication comes down to more than just relationships, though. It comes down to business and your friendships, anything. Like, if you can't communicate, it'll be a hard time for you out here, like, for real. Because I feel like some people can't communicate at all. Like, you can talk to some of your friends. Y'all have a lot of little minor squabbles off y'all not being able to articulate y'all feelings towards each other or how you feeling in that moment. And then that one moment compiles into these big moments, and then y'all had this blowout. And it was all over you not being able to communicate how you felt about this small situation. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Man, I done been through that a rack of times. I just started cutting niggas off.
I mean, it's more than cutting people off. That mean you lacking the communication to. I mean,
No,
is it
sometimes
really
the best
worth-
communication is silence. Sometimes
That's
the
one.
best is silence.
it's
Secondly,
every
I'm not,
relationship.
that you
I'm
have-
not going to continuously try to communicate the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, but if you really fuck with somebody though, like
That's pointless to me.
you don't try.
That means you don't want to get it.
I mean, people have a hard time getting it. It's like raising kids. You tell that motherfucking shit all
You're
the
not a
time.
child though. You're fucking grown. I got kids.
But adults act like children all the time.
I will.
There are a
Be a
many
child.
majority of adults have childish
I'm
ways.
gonna be an adult, and I'm.
So you don't have no childish ways. You
Yeah.
don't want your way in some instances
I'm
or
not saying I
circumstances.
don't.
So you can't put yourself in their shoes and learn how to communicate. See, you're like, wow, you done gave up all break. Like you like, fuck it.
So
Landline
I've
shit. It's
explained
over.
some shit to you,
See?
time after time.
Mad times.
Right. I'm wrong for not wanting to explain that shit to you no more. Not even trying to big.
Not saying
every
you're
time
wrong.
I try to explain it to you, you blow it up. You just said that. They blow things up, right?
Yeah.
So every time I try to explain the little shit to you,
It's
blow it
ways.
up and make it a big thing.
I mean,
And
I
then
just
you
had an
start bringing in
argument
a
with
bunch
my.
of-
I had
a
an
whole bunch of
argument
other
with a
shit
close friend of mine. I had an
that
argument.
a
you
nigga
know,
didn't even know.
I had an argument with
So
a close
now
friend of
with
mine
this-
because I was trying to explain stuff. Like I was trying to explain something to him, but he wasn't getting it. He take a certain point of view and was just stuck on that point and couldn't get past that. So I was trying to find a way. And I understand, like, you get to the point where you like, fuck it. Because I did and I hung up, but I ain't gonna say I'm gonna quit forever. I just give up for the moment. I need to find another way to communicate with if I feel like the relationship between me and you, our friendship is anything important to me, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel like it's salvageable. That's something like you willing to work on. Like you would want them to work on their communication and understanding you.
It doesn't happen that way though. Like it
Yeah.
rarely happens that someone cares
It's
enough.
gotta happen that
to
way if
work on
everybody's
their
feeling that way,
communication.
right?
Right, but everybody's not feeling that way. Everybody's in the me phase where, you know, we're more concerned with ourselves than we are the feelings of the people around us, as
And
the world
different-
wouldn't be like this.
You know, we talking about two different situations also. You know what I'm saying? That person to you is just like family. So you're gonna have to continuously
No, but it's not, I'm not saying just him. I just use
feel me.
that
I mean,
specific
as an
instance
example.
as like.
But
There's
the
other
person I'm
instances.
talking about, you know, that's an example. So just
I talk
feel
to my
like to
clients
step
all the
away
time. I'm an
from
engineer. I talk to my clients all the time
bullshit.
about pulling on the
I don't
mics,
deal with that shit.
about coming in here disrespecting the studio, action every way. But that don't mean I ain't gonna stop talking to them about how I'm just gonna let them do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, business communication is different. When it's feelings involved and it's
Yeah,
personal,
That's two
that's a whole
different
nother
things.
thing. When it gets personal, that's when people get petty and childish. I feel like
People can be very catty,
Mhm.
but
it's a lot of tips.
I feel like if
If your communication skills are of a certain par, you're able to
Most
like
people
maneuver and swivel. But that's what we say, that lack of communication thereof,
Mhm.
or having that communication is important, because communication is completely key. Like even in your relationship with your children, being able to understand the stuff they go through on a day-to-day basis, like You can't communicate with your child how you raise your child, how do you chastise your child, how do you keep them from having certain stuff happen to them. You feel what I'm saying? Because you gotta learn how to. Everybody is different. So speaking of everybody is different. Their learning curve is different. The way they perceive things are different. So everybody's perception of things is different. Their depth perception is different. So they may be shallow depth, so they can't see past a certain point. But it's like teaching a dyslexic student. It's a way to everyone.
Oh, absolutely. But for me to sit here and try to learn how to communicate with everybody, and then those people don't try to learn how to communicate with you in turn, it's still like a broken record. Like the shit gonna keep playing back the same. It's not gonna change. Keeping it real, it's not gonna change.
In most instances,
It don't. But I'm one of them optimistic people where of course, you're gonna know with some situations it's not gonna happen.
Right.
That's what what the cutoff point is. Just keeping it real. But some people cut it off more often than actually trying to salvage,
That's just keeping it real. Cause some people,
But how many times do you think you can try to salvage a relationship? How many times?
It might not even be you trying
Trying to salvage it a bunch of times, because once you trying a bunch of times with one person, it might cut your tolerance short for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So like you got new situations arising, you got no tolerance because that once that lack of communication and understanding or whatever or resolvement of that one situation is starting to hinder your judgment and your actions and other situations because you already tired and fed up from that one situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But that all comes down to communicating it too, because you got to be able to understand and communicate to yourself that this ain't the same person.
And I can't keep taking these feelings from these situations and applying it to these situations because it's totally different business sense.
I guess the communication a lot of times lies with the person who's trying to communicate, not so much the person receiving it. Because in the instance you just gave where you're saying that, it lies with, you're basically saying it's up to me to determine how I'm going to communicate with all these people that I deal with. But yet I also have to learn, the way they communicate in order for me to communicate with them effectively. Right?
Right.
So I don't have time for that. Like, I just feel like I don't have time in my day-to-day to...
For real.
Realistically, you don't have time
for that, but I feel like in my profession, I had to make time for that because I deal with a lot of different people on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, and in order for me to build a client base, I gotta deal with a whole bunch of different type of people. Some people business oriented, some people not. Some people uncouth, some people they come in and they have a lot of class. You know what I'm saying? They might be from the street, but they know how to conduct themselves. Then you got some people who don't know how to separate the street from the business they're handling right here. Because it's still this a business. The studio's still a business. You come in here, you're recording, you in a business. So you bring 50 niggas in here, y'all standing on the pool tables, y'all smoking everywhere. You trying to Airbnb the studio while you in here recording. That ain't good business operations. Like, you can't separate the two. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's different for a person like myself who got to constantly deal with different type of people. I have to find a way to be communicative to these different people and get them to understand where I'm coming from while not disrespecting them in a sense to the point where I'm having all these confrontations. Because a lot of I'm not for the confrontation, first off, because I'm by far not no bitch. But it's a business at the end of the day, and I can't always inject my personal into the business. Because I'm disrespected personally might ruin a business relationship that may be very lucrative for the business. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta figure out how to juggle the two. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be disrespected sometimes, and you gotta figure out how that comes down to being criticism as an artist or as a manager or a boss or an employee or as a person or as a parent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to learn how to take that criticism too, like, cause everybody can't take that shit on the chin and keep it moving. That shit really hurt them personally, and then they start acting personally. They lash out. Feel what I'm saying?
I do.
He don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit. Fuck them. All that.
I deal with a lot of people, man. I'm not for all that. I'm not about to be babying or like,
I'm not for babying niggas either,
you know
but
what I'm saying? It shouldn't take a lot for no nigga to understand.
it should. Keeping it real, it should. That's like, but that's like saying everything will be easy. It ain't. Shit hard as a motherfucker when it's supposed to be simple.
Yeah, but it's just certain shit I want to spend my time on, and certain shit I don't want to spend my time on. Cause
That's what it comes down. That's
yeah, the
basically
key
what
is
it boils
to
down to.
progress and move forward. Like I'm not gonna deal with some shit that's holding me
Yeah,
back.
I ain't asking you just to deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know where to cut the bullshit. I'm just saying learning how to communicate overall, though. Like,
So the communication can be,
Yeah.
I'm not fooling with your ass no more.
yeah, but learning how to say that without always saying, "Look, motherfucker, I ain't fucking with you." You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I would fall the fuck back.
You
He
gotta
cuts
learn-
off communication.
Yeah. He just straight cut you off. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Block.
I ain't
He'll
even
get the
gonna block you. I ain't even gonna waste my time to block you. Keep it real. I'm gonna let you see how I'm living without you. Fuck is you talking about? This ain't. I don't give a fuck. Niggas gotta understand, but I live so far away with no friends, no family, nothing. I ain't had nobody with me, so I don't give a fuck.
I had that mentality. I grew up with a fucked up background too, but I'm dealing with a lot of people and doing the different shit that I've been able to do, all the different stuff. I was able to go to college. I went to Towson University. I was able to get a degree in housing inspection. You know what I'm saying? That took me in a different field. I done back of the house, kitchen cooking. You know what I'm saying? That took me in a different field. I done actual construction. I done carpentry. I done asphalt. I done paperwork. I worked in a warehouse. I drive forklift, like jack of all trades type shit, right? People talk about people with jack of all trades, but a lot of times we perfect a lot of trades while you can't perfect one. And being in all them different trades, it had me doing all these different relationships. So you know what I'm saying? You start to build a different tolerance. You feel what I'm saying? To not giving a fuck. I used to not give a fuck like a motherfucker, but until you gotta give a fuck, cause you like, damn, I'm trying to get here, cause I ain't got shit. I don't have nothing. And this, you might have had this way or this lane, but the lanes I was presented, I had to take these options, and in them options molded me to where I am right now. So my tolerance level used to be shit, but now it's high.
I think mine is the opposite. Like I think I used to be so tolerant,
And
I
now you
used
just
to be,
can't.
bruh.
I used to be
That's
like,
what I'm
oh,
saying.
it'll be fine, smooth things over, be the, the friend that's gonna communicate first. I'm gonna reach out if things went wrong, and now I'm like, fuck all that. Like I'm not about to waste my energy on that. There's other stuff I could be doing.
Fuck it.
I mean, I get business relationships. You have to maintain business relationships because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, facts.
But when it comes to that personal, it's personal.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people in business who personally don't fuck with each other, but for the business, they work with each other.
Because they got to. It's about that money at that point.
Because I done seen Young Dolph on stage with Yo Gotti, and they personally do not fuck with each other.
Yeah.
It's about the check.
So it can be done. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's up to you on how dedicated you are into the communication.